Yeah, well, I'm very excited about becoming the new host for CNN International's Winning Post, which is a sort of flagship horse racing programme. So I'm here for the big month of racing in the Western Cape. Obviously, there was the Lawn Marines Queen's Place at the beginning of the month, and I'm going to be attending the new Investec Day of Dreams race meeting with the first $1 million race in South Africa, and then, of course, the JMB Met at the end of the month. So Winning Post is going to be based in South Africa for the month of February. South Africa is very restricted with its quarantine rules, so you don't often see South African horses racing in the Northern Hemisphere. It does happen, and superstars have gone and done very well in the Northern Hemisphere, so it'd be interesting to see how the South Africa racing compares to the Northern Hemisphere, and the different issues down here, obviously with Africa horse sickness and the sales, and there's been some droughts in the country as well. So we're going to be exploring that in Winning Post, CNN International's Winning Post for the month of February, as well as looking at the other side of racing, the characters behind it, who are the big names in the sport, the likes of Gary Player. He's a big name and he enjoys his horse racing, so we're going to be having a chat to him, and looking also at the fashion surrounding the JMB Met, so that's obviously a huge part of the race day experience. It's a meeting that I know about because it has a relationship with Goodwood in the UK, and they have a Lawn Marines Day there, so I knew what to expect, but I have to say it was quite some sight seeing all the blue and the white, because the dress code is really strict there and you must wear blue and white, otherwise they said that they would be turning people away, and it looked fantastic, and it had a real sort of garden party feel, an English sort of garden party feel, very relaxed. Obviously with your great weather here, it makes a huge difference, and a very sort of stylish, elegant feel to the day. So I really enjoyed it, and it'll be great to see how that compares then to the JMB Met, which is perhaps a bigger race meeting in terms of numbers at the track in Kenilworth. Yeah, I really enjoyed my day out at the Lawn Marines Queen's Plate. So horses has always been a huge part of my life, and sort of rode since probably before I could walk and things, and still have a horse that I compete on when I'm back in the UK. And through horses then obviously I'm interested in racing, and I suppose my first love was jump racing in the UK, which I don't know if you have that out here in South Africa. And then through that I started my journalism training, and always wanted to specialise in sport, having done modern pentathlon to quite a high level. I represented Great Britain at senior level in modern pentathlon, so I love all sports, but horses has always sort of been a passion of mine, and I've been lucky enough to be working in racing, or specialising in racing, for the last sort of 5 or 6 years, and sort of attended some of the UK's top race meetings, the likes of Cheltenham Festival, Royal Ascot, Glorious Goodwood, York, but I'm really looking forward to working with CNN's Winning Post to go to some of the world's best race meetings. If you look at horse racing as a whole, it is so diverse. You've got so many stories. Yes, you might have some very high-end owners, but then you look at all the different characters in the sport, right down to the grooms that are looking after the horse day in, day out, the people that are maintaining the race courses, the breeders, the jockeys, and there are so many different stories and so many different characters, and I don't necessarily, the high end isn't necessarily the be all and end all of racing, because at the end of the day you can have all the money in the world, but it's all about that relationship between the horse and the jockey, and the horse going out there and performing.